Hey everybody, you are going to want to share this one everywhere. I am sick of this, and that's it. Dude, game over. I'm sick of being called a conspiracy theorist by people. So, check this out, folks. Ready? It's going to move quick. Feel free to rewind, pause, whatever you have to do to get the URLs. We're rolling.
What do you say to those folks who are making the claim without really any evidence?
Any evidence, huh?
That these deaths are being padded.
Oh, they're padded.
That the number of COVID-19 deaths are being padded.
You will always have conspiracy theories when you have very challenging public health crises. They are nothing but distractions.
Conspiracy theory and nothing but distraction, huh? I'm going to rewind this real quick just to show everybody where this came from. It's a Fox News interview.
Or presumed.
With
Probable. Or.
There we go. This is a Fox News interview with Scott Jensen. You can see where I got it up here. You just type that in. I'll take you to it. You can find it. Watch it for yourself. Watch the whole thing because it doesn't have my lousy voice over it. Just want you to hear this.
Presumed.
Presumed right here. Now, I'm going to show you this document that they've got kind of snuffed in the background here. Here we go. I'm going to show you what they're not showing you, though. There should be another document over here. The WHO, World Health Organization, releases emergency use ICD codes for COVID-19 disease outbreak. 7.1 is a virus identified assigned to a disease diagnosis of COVID-19 confirmed by laboratory testing. That is extremely important. Write it down. Pay attention. We're moving fast. 7.2 COVID-19 virus not identified is assigned to a clinical or epidemiological diagnosis of COVID-19 where laboratory confirmation is inconclusive or not available. Stay with me. Both 7.1 and 7.2 may be used for mortality coding as cause of death. That's not how we work in the United States, but this isn't us, right? March 4th, fast forward to March 4th, assuming that this was obviously before March 4th, it gets sent down from the CDC to NCHS to NVSS, who releases it and sends it out. Now it's the same thing that you see in the background right here. Okay, see that death certificate? It's this death certificate right here. It tells you exactly what you need to do and how you need to fill out for COVID-19. While they're at it, they emphasize that it should be reported on all death certificates where it's assumed to have caused or assumed to have contributed to the death. Boom, makes you a COVID-19 death. Don't believe me? I'll show you. March 24th, after a bunch of questions flood regarding the March 4th one, March 24th, new ICD code. Look who this is sent to, okay? Please read this carefully, because again, I'm trying to teach you guys. I'm trying to educate you. Forward this email to the state statistical staff. So who did this email go to? People above the state statistical staff. They are forwarding it on. Now, who do they want it forward to? Anybody involved in the preparation of mortality data, as well as others who may receive questions when the data are released. Okay, they're setting up their front line. Here it is. You keep hearing front line on the news. Here's the actual front line right here. What is the new code? Tells you 7.1, how it will appear in the tabular format. Gives it to you right here. Then they give you a little side note. Hey, WHO has also provided a second code, which proves that this went to here and is now being talked about here. Unequivocally, you don't get to refute that. That's a fact. For clinical or epidemiological diagnosis. Yep. Same wording. There it is. Cut and paste. But because laboratory tests are not typically reported on death certificates in the U.S., NCHS is not planning to implement U7.2 for mortality statistics. Not planning to implement 7.2. Pay attention. Stick with me. Now, you guys are blasted all the time by numbers like this on your screen. 19,882, 6,367 deaths in New York City, New York, U.S. Let's just work with this one right here. We're just going to stick with this one right here. They're going to pinpoint it for me. Bang. Pay attention to that. Is that true? I don't know. Let's find out. Data as of April 10th. I'm at the CDC site right here. NCHS, NVSS, VSRR. Go there. Find it. Scroll down. COVID-19 deaths. 7.1 coding. So, you expect 7.1 coding to be what? Confirmed by a laboratory as a virus identified. 7.1 coding. How many total deaths are there? 4,984. So, on April 10th, which was yesterday, Friday, there was under 5,000 total confirmed laboratory deaths. There, a total confirmation by all laboratories in the United States. Under 5,000. But over here, you got 6,367 in New York. Why? If you scroll down, they do explain that there's a little bit of a lag, okay? But what they also explain that you probably miss is this little number 1 over here, right here next to 7.1, ding. Can't leave it at that. Why? Because you need to clarify that right now deaths that are with confirmed or presumed COVID-19, read that again, presumed, are being coded to 7.1. 7.1 is supposed to be reserved for virus identified confirmed by laboratory, not presumed. It's supposed to be for confirmed only. This is supposed to be a 7.2. Presumed is for 7.2. It clearly says that. Virus not identified, 7.2. Clinical or epidemiological diagnosis, so presumed, 7.2. Why are they recoding them to 7.1? Can anybody tell me? I would love for somebody to prove me wrong, because I found this little early release form thing early today, and it had this cool graph on it, so I went through and I found the site where they got the graph from. Here's the HTML URL. You can get it up here if you guys want. Make your own. I suggest you do. So here's the NCHS mortality surveillance data. Now remember, they are not planning to implement 7.2 for mortality statistics. So let's see if they did. COVID-19 deaths. Doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't say 7.1. It doesn't say 7.2. Number. Follow me down the rabbit hole, folks. Here you go. Call me a conspiracy theorist, Fauci. Screw you, buddy. I can do simple math. 5, 18, 45, 415, 1764, 1818. Okay? April 10th. 5, 18, 45, 415, 1764, 1818. 4,065. Ah. That's pretty interesting. So according to NCHS, who is not using 7.2 data, not using 7.2 for mortality statistics, but it says not planning to. You never know. Maybe they started to. Maybe that's why all of a sudden, boom. You see how they have this right here? Week 12. April 4th, week 14. Count backwards. Why did the number go up so much right here? Oh, it's because of the spread of the virus. No, it's not. It's because of the spread of COVID-19 alert number 2, March 24th, 2020. Sent out by Stephen Schwartz, PhD, Director, Division of Vital Statistics, National Center of Health and Statistics, who in bold told people, or is assumed to have caused or contributed to death should COVID-19 be reported on the death certificate. And you just heard they're talking about the presumed, okay? So I showed you that obviously this number and that this number, 19,000, 4,000. There's a 15,000 person difference in the body count between these two. And I hate to use that term, but it is what it is. Here's the problem. Again, Let me go back to the first interview that you probably didn't see with Birx and Fauci, but Fauci doesn't speak and Birx gets hot-handed on the mic.
As a COVID-19 death.
No,
She was not prepared. Watch this.
If someone dies with COVID-19, we are counting that as a COVID-19 death.
No,
If they die with COVID-19, we are counting that as a COVID-19 death. Flat out, end of discussion. Go ahead, Fauci. I'm sorry, one more time. One more time, Fauci. What was it you had to say? What was that from this loaded reporter question right here?
Those folks who are making the claim without really any evidence that these deaths are being padded, that the number of COVID-19 deaths are being padded.
you will always have conspiracy theories when you have.
Here's the conspiracy theorist, folks. Not you, Pence. Not you. I don't think you're involved in this. How can this guy stand at this mic with this tag in front of him, Director, National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, okay, standing up here telling people how to live their lives, talking in this guy's ear, making decisions for all of you, okay? This guy is literally making decisions that affect all of you every single day right now. And is he telling you the truth? Sorry, that's not COVID. Don't worry. Took a sip of something. Is he telling you the truth? The CDC says no. They're not showing that any number of deaths. They got the pneumonia deaths. I mean, look at... I hate to point this out to people, too. I was trying to say this, and they're like, oh, the flu's different. Here, go back over to this. Pneumonia deaths, number. COVID death, pneumonia. COVID, pneumonia. COVID, pneumonia. COVID, pneumonia. COVID, pneumonia. COVID, pneumonia. Math doesn't lie, folks. Math has no political agenda. It has no emotions. It has no feelings, and it doesn't care about yours. Math is just math. Share this video.